And for sure, everybody deserves to be heard. And when we say celebrities, it's not just film stars, it's politicians, it's sports personalities, it's industrialists, it's media, journalists like yourself, and everybody who wants their voice to be heard in a language layo. That's what Hoot we want to focus on. It's not just about the primary languages spoken, but we have worked on bringing back languages like Sanskrit on the platform. So as we take this global, we will be adding many more languages on our interface. So with that, I would now, Sunny and I will take you into what Hoot is all about and some of the features we have on the platform.
It is just not in English, it is in 15 Indian languages. Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, languages that are very prevalent in India. Sanskrit, some languages that are not even heard of anymore but just spoken. Even those languages are going to be available on Hoot. Since our desire was always to be a platform that reaches out to the world, it is also in 10 international languages. You will have French, you will have German, you will have Spanish, Japanese, Chinese. So for the first time, there is a platform that's going out from India for the world. Now, most importantly, if you look at traditional social media applications, they're generally in English and very difficult to use, especially for the Tier 2 and Tier 3 population.
Add to that, we were very particular. We launched Hoot on both the interfaces, which is iOS and on Android. And that was important for us to make sure that both the users get the access to Hoot at the same time. So to add on that, like you already have Hey Siri, Hey Google, you will soon have Hey Hoot. And to add to that, people who use watches that are, digital watches that connect to platforms like the iWatch and the alternate version on the Android, Hoot is accessible on that. And that browsing, you cannot use other platforms like Facebook to browse what's happening, but on Hoot, you can hear your voice note on your phone. There is a need for short-form audio platform in a world where the consumer's attention span is shrinking. We have IPL, which is 20 overs right now. And I personally feel Twitter, when it did come out 16 years ago, it kind of worked with people because it was short messages. So on Hoot, we have kept it up to 60 seconds. And I think people want to know what the headlines is about and move on very quickly.
So you can use your own voice and record for 60 seconds as you would do it on any voice note in your phone. Once you do that, you can upload these 60 seconds as a voice Hoot. That voice bit or the voice note that we are calling now as a Hoot, which is for 60 seconds.
Quickly right now, I think I should mention why the name Hoot. Like I said, I gave you the story of what inspired me for Hoot. And the idea of the second lendi the Hoot mind, and from that time we never even looked at changing the name. And Hoot is the sound an owl makes, and the white owl is considered it symbolizes wisdom. So it made meaning for us, and I think it's all tweet, Twitter, tweet, I thought Hoot is also a verb. So have you hooted? Do you want to hoot? It can be like, have you tweeted? So that's the reason for the name Hoot. So I come from the film industry, and I can't imagine watching a film without background music. So to bring a little bit of cinematic experience on the platform, we did decide to add a feature where people can add a background music to their particular Hoot. So if you're wishing someone for their birthday, you can add happy birthday on that Hoot before you hoot it out. So in the future, we do plan to tie up with music labels. For example, Annatha is just round the corner. So Annatha pati hoot pandringana, Annatha BGM potu hoot pannalam. Abdindra oru concept. So a little bit about the private and public groups. I'm sure all of you are aware of platforms like Clubhouse and Spaces. So on the format is, there is a room where there are a lot of people, a few people talk and many listen, but it is done at a particular time. So that's something which we wanted to give the freedom of people of no time restriction. So Hoot follows a model where it's one way, but when we do come up with our groups features, we're taking into consideration what is convenient for people, and we're going to enhance it a little bit more. So we are having a foolproof verification process to get verified. We have followed every protocol given by the government, and it is an honor for me to say right now that we do have the IT Minister of the country, Ashwini ji, on the platform. And we will make sure that verification is very stringent, because we don't want people impersonating anyone on the platform with voice. And people can report a Hoot if it offends them or if it is inappropriate, and we will pull down the Hoot immediately. So you can report a Hoot, and we have these options or more, and you can submit it, and we have a team at back end sitting monitoring this, because we as a platform are very, very conscious of how responsible we should be. And we do not and we will not encourage anything that's inappropriate on the platform. for the people who are already using the Hoot platform right now, we do have features where you can choose a display picture and give your profile details, and then you can record a hoot or upload an already recorded hoot. You can add an image that supports your hoot, and then you can write a small description up to 120 characters on what your hoot is about. But we're keeping it as voice-centric as possible. Even in our comment section, people can comment in text, of course, and you can voice comment as well. Since yesterday, there have been a lot of voice comments, which I've enjoyed listening to, and that's the access, and that's what social media does. It connects people. So the immediate next set of features that we're working on within the next couple of days and couple of weeks, for everybody who already have Hoot on your phones, you will have an update notification. Once you update it, you will get the new features on your phone. We are also working on a customized playlist where you can select the Hootsters you want to hear daily with autoplay. So if you connect Hoot to your phone, there is a feature of autoplay, and you can choose, like, you can follow me, you can follow X, you can follow Y, and then the autoplay will play each Hoot one after another as you move on with your lives.
World's first 60 seconds news hoots. It's never been done before. Just in voice for the first time. Now, what does that enable? It enables you, the media people, to put out their news in 60 seconds. We are an aggregator. We are a technology platform. 2, for the first time, we are discovering what is called as a concept of edge to edge. You must have heard of B2B, business to business. You must have heard of B2C, business to consumer. These are all different jargons that people use. For the first time, Hoot is promoting a new concept called human-to-human interaction. How so?
What we're planning to launch is, since I do come from the film industry, most of the film trailers are cut with the extravagant visuals. So I am in touch with a few production houses, and we are working on a concept of audio voice teasers and trailers. So a visual trailer is, of course, played on radio, but then audio teasers are where you take the best dialogues of a particular film, the important punchlines of a film, and you play it out as a 60-second teaser. So that's a concept I'm working on, and of course, a few production houses have already they're already excited about it, and we will say more about this as we move forward.